Yo.
Yo.
All right, G, what's your opinion on this Chris Paul trade? As somebody that hoop, you feel me? What you think about it?
I think it's trash because I wouldn't give up somebody young and who fits the system with Golden State so well for a very, very seasoned veteran. Like Chris Paul, I don't really know how he'll fit into that system. I mean,
you don't think it's gonna fit? As somebody who played point guard, you feel me? And now you got the two best spot-up shooters in NBA history. You don't?
Yeah, but him coming off the bench. I know he's gonna fit because Chris Paul, he's the type of player where he can fit anywhere in any system because he's a true point guard. He don't have to score.
Mm-hmm.
He will get assists, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, damn. But I do know, or I can understand why Golden State wanted to get rid of Jordan Poole because that relationship between him and Draymond, that was tested last year.
And he didn't show up in the finals, and he ain't show up this year against the Lakers at all.
Right. So, of course, they like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of you. We paid you as soon as you won. And he started, his chest got pumped up full of air. That's why Draymond cracked his ass. And then another reason why, when Draymond declined his option, he basically told Golden State, now I want to see what y'all do. Y'all going to get rid of this nigga to keep me? And then next thing you know, I'm like, damn. But like I said,
so you think they're gonna re-sign Draymond?
I do. Now I think he'll want to go back. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in my honest opinion, I'm thinking maybe he wants to go play with LeBron maybe 1 year out of his career before he retired. But I'm like, now, like, that I see this was kind of like something I felt needed to be done. I think he's gonna stay. And I believe Chris Paul, I think it's gonna make a hell of a lot of sense when they start playing. Because like I said, Chris Paul is one type of players. He don't need the Rock to do whatever, but especially with the pressure off of him, like it is with Golden State. You know what I'm saying? You got Dante DiVincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
He can get buckets like I don't know if people was really paying attention. Like that little nigga a bucket.
Yeah,
and with him stepping up like he did in the Lakers series, I was getting pissed at that little. I'm like, bro, will this nigga go away? But with him stepping up, Jordan Poole pretty much he got that boot. Like, yeah, you ain't what we thought you was. Maybe somewhere else where you can run the show yourself, you'll do better. Which probably what he needed anyway. You don't need to be under Steph Curry and Klay, because Jordan Poole is nice. He needs to have his own show.
Average. Gee, I think Jordan Poole, see, you on board with everybody else. This is what everybody's saying. You feel me? Even on like the sports shows, G, I'm on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. I was shocked that Draymond opted out of that deal because I don't think Draymond in the market, I don't think nobody gonna pay him more than $15 million a year. So when he opted out of that deal,
he's not, but
it's
he's not even worth that. Now he's not even worth that at this age in his career. But what I do know is they will want him as a player just because of the fact that he puts on the uniform to do what needs to be done. Unlike a lot of players, everybody in the league, they want to try to make a name for themselves. Draymond letting you know, hey, I'm here to set screens. I'm here to grab rebounds, hustle, get on the floor, get loose balls. A lot of players, they so focused on just trying to put the ball in the basket because they think that's the name of the game. So,
you know what I think the Warriors are thinking? This is why we picked up Chris Paul, is because when Draymond, I don't think the Warriors was expecting Draymond to opt out of a $27 million deal. So when he did that, he helped us. Then we had the opportunity to get off Jordan Poole contract and pick up Chris Paul, who does pretty much what Draymond does and better. Like, who's a better facilitator? Chris Paul or Draymond? It's not even close. You feel me? And that's going to unlock Klay. That's going to unlock Klay to the fullest extent. Klay's going to get easier shots than he's ever gotten. So for Chris Paul, even Chris Paul averaged 14 and 10 this past season with two players who need the ball. So if you give him the greatest off-the-ball shooters in history, even if he coming off the bench and at the end of games, I like that better than Jordan Poole, because you know Jordan Poole got to do what Steph do, so him and Steph can't even be on the floor at the same time. But if you move Chris Paul to the 1, Steph to the 2, Klay to the 3, Wiggins on defense, I don't even think
that's nice. But you do take away rebounds.
Yeah.
Because that's taking another step in the evolution of the small ball. That's making that team even smaller.
Mm-hmm.
They do got Kevin Looney, whatever you call him.
Yeah, Kevon Looney.
But at the end of the game, he not in the game. They need all small balls so they can push the pace, and that's what Draymond do. He gets the ball and he pushing that bitch because he got nothing but fast, little niggas around him. But at the same time, I'm not saying it'll be a bad trade because I know, like Chris Paul, it makes sense. Like you just said, from a business standpoint, we got out of this big contract, got a veteran who's probably going to accept the veteran minimum, and then Draymond, he opted out of his contract was damn near $30 million. So now they getting way more cap space, and you can believe they're gonna make some trades. They're gonna make some market moves to where they're gonna get a couple players that's still good, for whatever, like for example, how Denver, how they picked up Jeff Green. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's been in the league a minute, but he was just as important as Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah, I parked the box though.
I need a picture of the seal.
All right. But yeah.
All right. So if you the GM, how does it sound to you? If you the GM, would you do a sign and trade with Draymond Green for DeAndre Ayden?
DeAndre Ayden? Hell yeah, I'll take that because Ayden's younger. He's younger. He's hungry too.
Yeah, taller, more rebounds, better defense.
Yeah, he wants to play. And I think, he fell apart with Phoenix because they expected him to do just one thing, which is defend and rebound. But he wants to score. And that's when he was mad. He don't get the ball. I'm like, nigga, you got KD and Devin Booker on your team.
Yeah, we don't need you to score. Just catch live.
Exactly.
You feel me? Grab rebound.
Yeah. Like a lot that just ties into the whole argument of like when I say Draymond, he gonna do what has to be done. A lot of players who are young, like Ayden, they haven't adapted that mindset to become valuable in the league. So they'll know this can bring us success. If you just did these two things and focused on these two things, we don't need you for XYZ. We just need you to grab boards, defend, protect this paint, and get that bitch to me when I say give it to me.
Yeah, just do what we need you to do. Yeah, I agree with you I agree with you on that when it comes to Draymond. He do what we tell him to do. But he also done cost us 2 championships. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Because last year, this past year, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, with age, wears down on the body and people's ability. Draymond wasn't as energetic, young, out there like he normally is. He's still able to do some stuff, but he wasn't like, when they had that 4-5 year span when they were just making the playoffs, making the finals every year. He wasn't that same Draymond. But at the same time, shit, you never know these days. Like we could think he wants to come back, but he honestly may want to play with LeBron. As much as he was saying he didn't want to. It's just like
that's the thing. I don't think it's no like want for him in the market. You feel me? Especially not. Yeah. He just turned down $27 million. In my opinion, if I'm a GM, I'm not giving Draymond more than $10 million a year. You feel me? Especially if he not. Cause I don't know. To me, I feel like Steph really been carrying Draymond. Like Draymond do what we need him to do, but I really feel like Steph being so good, opening up the floor the way he had, gave Draymond a lane to like, all right. You feel me? This is your role. But with any other team, that's why I was saying that DeAndre Ayden, Draymond, because I think Draymond could do what he does in Phoenix, especially with them getting Bradley Beal. So I think that would be a good trade-off. You feel me? But other than that, Draymond, he not going to get what he want in the market, so he going to come back to the Warriors. And I feel like we would be stupid to give Draymond a 4-year deal, G. I ain't going to lie. A 4-year, even $15 million a year, that would be too much.
Yeah, I think if anything, just because of the loyalty. But what I want to say, I think he was trying to play chess. He wanted to see them get rid of Jordan Poole. That's what I know he wanted to see. And now they did that. Now because of the loyalty that Draymond has given the Warriors, I think they will bring him back. But it's like you said, it's probably going to be at a much smaller, smaller ticket. But it's probably going to be for fewer years, so that way it's like he not tying up all their money too much longer. So
yeah, they probably want to end his contract when Steph's contract ends. I think Steph got 3 more years, so they'll probably give him a 3-year deal.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't even want to. I feel like now that we got Chris Paul to initiate the offense and Steph can continue to play off the ball, what we need is just another like 6'8", 6'10" defender to pair up with Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like Chris Paul is going to unlock Kuminga. You feel me? Chris Paul, people is sleeping on how good Chris Paul is, especially as a facilitator. And I think this might be the best team Chris Paul has ever been on or will ever be on. Especially to cater to his skill set.
Besides that first one with the Clippers, that was the only team that could have potentially matched up with the Warriors. But when it came to playoffs, the Warriors.
But they was a lob team, and they had one shooter in JJ Redick. So you trade JJ Redick for Klay Thompson.
No, they had way more than that, bro.
They had Matt Barnes. Okay.
They had Nick Young. They had Jamal Crawford. They had niggas off the bench to really do that shit, but they just couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold it together. When it came to the playoffs, the Warriors, kept ending their ass. That's when niggas started really, figuring out, okay, these Warriors, they for real. You know what I'm saying? They out here.
Yeah, jump shooting team can win a championship. Before they were saying the jump shooting team couldn't win a championship.
Can never, right. The game was controlled by the paint and the big man. And, that's credit to Steph because he revolutionized the game of basketball. He got everybody scared of the three-point line to where it's like your defensive scheme is to chase this nigga around, not watch the person with the ball. Chase this nigga around and make sure he don't shoot. Oh, damn, it's a wide open bucket. I'm finna drive. I'm finna magnetize your defender and I'm gonna throw you a lob. That's a dunk. It's like their offense is crazy. How literally it starts with chase him off the line and chase. You can't forget about Klay because if they throw it in, Kevon Looney, he averaged about 4-5 assists this year. He throw it right back out to Klay. He in the corner. You know what that is.
Exactly. And there's so much space and easy back cuts. You feel me? That's what they were saying. They were saying that Chris Paul wouldn't fit in their system because they play such a motion offense. And Chris Paul is more pick and roll. That's what I'm saying. Like that, I think it's gonna work well, especially if he come off. I don't even mind him starting the whole time, but I don't think they're gonna start him and put Steph at the 2. So him just coming off the bench, I'm just imagining him and Steph on the floor at the same time. That IQ and that much space. You put Klay at the 3. That's lob city every day for Looney.
You can't discount the fact that Chris Paul can shoot.
Exactly.
You got a hell of a mid-range, and you know what I'm saying. He can get you anywhere 20 feet and below. You gotta be careful for the lob or that mid-range because he pull you or throw that lob either way. But that shit is gonna be crazy. I'm actually excited to see them this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, when I thought it was gonna happen before it happened too, but. I don't know, bro. I think this just unlocks our team to a different level, bro. Cause Steph ain't never played with nobody that can really get him the ball where he wants the ball. Like, don't get me wrong, Draymond Green can set a screen and get the ball to the open man, but it's not a crisp pass. You feel me? Like, I want your opinion because the way you play on the floor is like a pure point guard. So imagine giving you 2 shooters on the wing. It's like a kid at a candy store. It's like options. You feel me? People saying it's not going to work, G. I just had to get your opinion, G.
People just don't know. People just don't know basketball. The only part about that whole thing that I wanted to point emphasis on was I felt like Jordan Poole had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing with Draymond. I know that really set the tone for that. And I just know that honestly, due to his lack of lack of an appearance in his last playoff run, it's like, you know, shit. Like, how you go from being a champion to not showing up at all?
He was just always overrated. Like Steph always made him look good because when we up, you could just shoot whenever you want and run up your points.
Exactly.
But in the clutch time, like people forgot he didn't show up in that finals against the Celtics. Steph had to have an incredible game 4 just for us to, you feel me, get back in that series.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then in the Lakers, it's like you can't play on the floor with Steph, and then you can't really create your own shot unless Steph and Klay on the floor with that space.
Yeah, so it's like I said, the whole defensive scheme when you're playing Golden State, it's to stop Steph and Klay. You stop them, you win the game. You win the game. You know, just like we're discussing now. Jordan Poole can't hold up the offense. It may be some games where he has a good offensive game. That's cool, but he cannot produce that on a regular basis. Like, he can't come out like Steph. Steph may have been closed the whole first half. Come out, hit 7 threes, and now y'all back in this game. Y'all mess around and went from being down 8. Now y'all up 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't do that. He can't. It's honestly, I don't think anybody be able to do shit like he be doing. Because that shit is ridiculous.
And then his off the ball, man, it's just man. And I feel like Jordan Poole gonna get exposed when you go to the Wizards, and people gonna see. I feel like Steph really elevates everybody game he plays with because he can play off the ball and he don't stop running. You feel me? So it's like all 5 members of the other team is focused on Steph, which makes Draymond look better, made Jordan Poole look better, made Harrison Barnes look better. You feel me? Steph done made so many people money in this month. Boy, I couldn't believe. People just not giving Steph his credit, G. And they overrating these other players, man. So I don't know. I'm hoping we do this sign and trade with Draymond to get DeAndre Ayden, bro. Because if we re-sign Draymond, I just don't like that fit with Chris Paul and Draymond on the same team. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just had to get your opinion on that real quick, bro.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, bro. How you been? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right. What about you?
Man, chilling, man. You know, I'm still out in Atlanta, but I'm about to move to Charlotte in a few months.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah, Charlotte. Atlanta cool, but Atlanta like a off-brand Chicago. Once you really get down here and you see what it's like.
Hell yeah, I know. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
For real. But yeah, Charlotte cool, bro. But all right, bro.
All right, bro.